Lickitung. Oh god, just why? We're rating them all, and Lickitung is actually just garbage in battle. Its stats across the board are underwhelming, with awful speed, poor attack, and mild bulk. So what are you even gonna do with this thing? It has a surprisingly limited move pool with nothing great to mention other than knockoff. And okay, yes, it has some really good TM options, but even with Earthquake, T-Bolt, and Ice Beam, Lickitung isn't actually gonna do anything. 1 star in battle prowess. And it's not even that available either. You can't get it in Kanto at all actually, other than an in-game trade with a Slowbro, which you won't even realistically have at that point in the game. Then it's locked behind 7 badges in Johto, actually only 3 in Sinnoh, and then not until Victory Road in Kalos and Alola, basically. So that'll average it out to 2 stars. And why is such a bad Pokemon such a late game encounter? Its concept is shockingly cool actually. It seems to be based on chameleons or other reptiles with projectile tongues, but drawing its main inspiration from the yokai Akaname, which is disgusting, but if you read it, it's actually really interesting and a unique concept for a Pokemon. 5 stars. However, its design is arguably one of the most off-putting Pokemon of all time. Yes, it fulfills the concept well, and that's the only reason it isn't getting a 1 here. 2 stars, giving Lickitung the final score of 2.5 stars, and I can't believe it isn't in the bottom 5. I know it's part of this late Kanto Dex grouping, but why did Lickitung of all Pokemon get a new evolution? Rating them all, and even worse is the fact that they actually made it kinda good. Lickilicky is really bulky with 110 HP and 95 for defenses, and even its attacks are at least respectable. Its level up moves are pretty much barren outside of the rollout shenanigans, but it's a normal type Pokemon, and all of them for some reason get an absurd amount of TM coverage, for reasons I'm sure. It's annoyingly decent, but still not that fantastic. 3.5 stars. Lickitung had a horrible 2 stars in availability, being super late game everywhere but Sinnoh. But since it wasn't in Gen 1, and I was wrong about it not being post-game in Alola, its new average is actually still 2 stars. But these little weirdos do have a shockingly interesting concept, taking inspiration from lungless salamanders, French gluttons, and this yokai Akaname, otherwise known as a scum licker. Disgusting, but very unique and interesting. 5 stars. But its design is somehow worse than Lickitung, who was already super off-putting, but at least kind of believably reptilian monster-like. But Lickilicky is just a super weird blob that's tail and legs even get smaller, making it look more blob-like and less reptilian. Sure, it has the bib pattern and pompadour hairstyle now, but more gimmicks do not save this monstrosity of a design. 1 star. So that does serve up Lickilicky 2.875 stars overall, and a spot at the now 6th top spot in the bottom 5.